Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been quite a while since I've uploaded a video. There were some personal, some professional setbacks. All that aside, I am back today talking about electric cars. I just recently bought this beautiful 2018 Tesla Model 3 long-range dual motor. I've been toying with the idea of a brand new Tesla or a used Tesla for about a year and a half now, and finally made the jump, took the deep dive about a week ago, and I actually bought it from a third party. I bought it from a not Tesla dealership. I bought it from a Ford dealership. So this video is going to be all about buying a used Tesla from a non-Tesla dealership. Think about Teslas as literally like moving computers or cell phones or something that whenever you buy that device, you have to transfer it to your ownership in the cloud or in their system. You have to reset a phone to factory settings and make sure it's unlocked for someone new. It's kind of the same thing for a Tesla. You basically have to make sure the car is eligible for new ownership and then transfer it to you to prove that, hey, I've got access to the car and it should be in my possession. I want to do this video because there are so many people out there wanting Teslas, but maybe they're apprehensive about buying one from a not Tesla certified dealership or something like that. And also because it can be kind of a cumbersome process if you go to a Ford, Chevy, Honda, Toyota dealer and buy a Tesla they have on their lot. Those folks are, of course, accustomed to handling their cars and their vehicles. They really don't know the Tesla process unless they go out of their way to figure it out for you and then kind of walk you through it. So this video is going to be all about what steps you need to take before you get to the dealership. If you've settled on a car, what you have to have with you, what you should take pictures of while you're there. If you're buying a used Tesla, let's go. Okay, so I'll be upfront. These steps are laid out for you on Tesla's website. If you're new to EVs and you're not used to making sure a car is attached to your account and setting things up, the steps on their website at this link are not all that easy to understand, and there's some things that could come up that the steps don't really take into account. You can also do this transfer of ownership two ways, via the app on your phone or via Tesla's website. I opted for Tesla's website. I literally brought in my laptop to the dealership to sit there with all the paperwork and then log on to their Wi-Fi and do all of this in real time before I left, because I didn't want to get to the house and be like, holy crap, you gave me a car that's registered to somebody else. Not good. So bring your laptop in, do this off of Tesla.com. So when you go to Tesla.com, you're going to go to account. If you don't have an account, sign up for one, make your username and your password, and go to your dashboard. It looks like this. At the very bottom, the left-hand part of the screen, you'll see purchased a car from a third party. That's what you want to select. Essentially, if you buy it from Tesla, it'll pop up automatically because you will have been given an account during the sign-up process. So enter your VIN. Everyone knows what your VIN is. Type that in, and this basically is to check if your Tesla is eligible for new ownership. The caveat here is if the previous owner never released their information or took their car off the account, the car that you're now trying to buy, if they didn't do that, the car is not going to be eligible to be transferred to new ownership. So type in your VIN and see what the website says. It should be available for new ownership if the dealership did everything on their end. It's like reassigning a computer or a phone to your mobile carrier or to your service at your house, whatever Wi-Fi you have, to make sure, hey, Alex should actually have possession of that car. So once you enter the VIN, it will basically tell you pretty instantly if the car is eligible. If there are any problems, this is the step you'll know about those problems. So hopefully you don't have any. If your car is eligible, you will need the car's title or registration and your license, your driver's license. During the process of signing all the documents, all the bills of sales, and all the finance agreements, at one point you should be signing a title. And if you're not paying the car off, obviously you're not getting the title with you. The dealership will keep that and send it to the bank that's financing your loan. So take a picture of the title once you sign the front and the back of it. I took pictures of almost every document because I wasn't sure what I was going to need, but I knew I was going to need something to upload to Tesla.com at some point. And do this while you're at the dealership. Don't wait to do it the next day or come back or something like that, because it might be sent off to the bank and you'll never see it again, and getting a hold of a title isn't all that easy. These people that are at the dealership that you're buying from, they likely won't know this process. So it's really, really imperative for you to come in super prepared and know what you need so that your car ends up with you and attached to you at the end of the night. So once you have your VIN typed in and your car is eligible for new ownership, it will ask you to upload that title picture, that registration picture, and then your license. And once the system confirms that your car is eligible on Tesla.com, they will ask you to go outside to your car and rename it a secret code. This is kind of an odd thing, but also I found really, really fun because it's like basically magic over the air. It worked. I don't know. It was really weird. So the website will literally tell you a code. You know, mine was a 3-letter code. Hey, go outside, go to this part of the screen and rename your car so that we know you have the car in your immediate area in your possession. So I literally left my laptop inside, told the guys, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make sure my car is mine at the end of the night. So I'll be right back. Please just hang tight because they were closing soon, but I wanted to get this done. So don't let them pressure you into kicking you out. You just pay them a lot of money for a car. Make sure they let you stick around. So go to the car, go to the big screen and click the car icon in the left-hand bottom corner, then click on software, then over on the right, it should say name your vehicle. And if it doesn't say name your vehicle, it will have the initials or the secret code from the person who owned the car before you. Just click that. It usually is blue, and you can click that and you can rename it that secret code. So once you type in your secret code, if your car is eligible and all things in the cloud of Tesla world, if they all go as planned, it will automatically be transferred and registered to you almost seamlessly. It's really, really kind of cool. It's like magic a little bit. Now, a warning here, Tesla's website does say in their step-by-step process of this, if for some reason the previous owner just handed the car in and didn't do anything with it, their information is probably still stored on there, and they might have to give access to you once the system realizes, hey, I've got 2 owners here, who's the real one? So you might also run into a roadblock here if for some reason the secret code doesn't work and it's like, hey, we have to check with the previous owner to make sure they release the car on their end. I did not go through that, thank goodness. Once I typed in my secret code in the car, did a little dance, and it was now mine. I went back inside the dealership and went back to my Tesla.com account on my laptop, and now it was time to just make sure there was a credit card on file because the car only had about 30 miles of range on it because at a Ford dealership, they didn't really have the charging for a Tesla. They had chargers for their car, so I didn't have a ton of range. But the good news is there was a Tesla supercharger only 9 miles away. So I had enough to get to the supercharger, but I needed to put my credit card on file so that I could start charging when I get there. You just add your payment, really easy, it takes 13 seconds. You type in your credit card information and it saves it, and then the car is yours to go. Start driving it off the lot and have fun. Once I get to the supercharger, back the car up and plug her in, starts charging instantly. It felt like magic. It was so cool that I really didn't do a whole lot of tangible stuff, nothing physically. I just, in the computer, changed the car, this big massive hunk of metal, changed it over to belonging to me, plugged it in, and it worked. I charged my car for about 30 minutes up until 220 miles of range. It was about 78-80% or so. It only cost me $17, and it was super quick. I went inside to the gas station, got a drink. I was starving because I was at the dealership for 4 hours, so it was really kind of a seamless process of charging. And another cool thing about the Tesla.com account as well as the Tesla app, they kind of mirror each other once you have everything set up, is that you can go in there and look at your last charge, wherever that was, whatever supercharger you were at. It'll give you the details of your visit, what time you were there, how long you were there, what location you were at, and give you a PDF invoice of what you spent and how much you were charged per kilowatt hour. If you don't think ahead to add your credit card at the dealership before you walk away or drive away, you would then have no way to pay for charging your car your first night because you don't know what you're doing, and neither do they probably, right? The car does come with obviously the mobile connector charger cord, and also is supposed to come with a J1772 adapter for all of the public charging stations that are not Tesla. They're all across the country. I use ChargePoint. I've used that already. That adapter was not in my car. And of course, the dealership did not know that, did not know that it was supposed to come with the Model 3. I'm thinking the previous owner probably kept it. But whatever, what are you gonna do? They're $50 through Tesla. I called my local Tesla dealership 2 days after I had the car, and they had one in stock. I went in on my app, hit buy, they gave it to me, and I walked out 20 seconds later and had this adapter. So I can charge at Tesla superchargers, I can charge at an airport charging station, on the street in my city here in Pennsylvania. Check the car to make sure when you're at the dealership that you have at least your wall charger, your mobile wall charger that's Tesla branded, or that adapter, so that whenever you leave the dealership, which is presumably not a Tesla dealership, you have an ability and a way to charge your car that first night, because it will likely not be a full charge. It's pretty customary for them to give you a full tank of gas. Giving you a full tank of electricity is a little bit harder to do. Maybe in 10 years, dealerships will be better about that, but right now, not so much. But I got super lucky with my car as far as transferring ownership pretty quickly and pretty seamlessly. I had no setbacks, no roadblocks. I was expecting all of them, but nothing happened. But again, I did a lot of research going into this, so I hope this video serves as an opportunity for you to kind of get the lay of the land if you're buying a used Tesla from a third-party dealership, and that you can kind of get a heads up on what you need to do, what you need to have, and what you need to remember to ask before you leave that dealership lot. So please like, subscribe, and comment below if this video is helpful for you. See you next time.